Hi guys, what is going on and welcome to today's YouTube video. And today's video, as you can see, is a very special one because it's the very first video that includes my face in the video. Besides that, it's also the very first video of 2024. Let's not beat around the bush for too long because today is a very important video because in today's video, I'm going to be mapping out my plan for 2024 for the Bitcoin price. We will be going over the chart, we will be going over the ETF news that is around the corner and how the ETF will influence the Bitcoin price. I will set my targets for both support levels where I'm looking to buy more spot positions on Bitcoin and altcoins, and I will also be giving up my targets for the 2024 bull run because guys, I think it is around the corner. Let's dive straight into the charts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to don't miss out on all of the other videos that will be dropped in 2024. And let's dive into the charts. Because what we can see on the charts, guys, is that Bitcoin has been going on a very significant run in 2023. Now, I think that the run is coming to an end very soon. And that is something that we have to keep our eyes on because I'm not going to be LARPing over here and constantly telling you guys that I've been buying the bottom on Bitcoin and altcoins, but I have been nailing almost every single move in 2023, and I also have pretty strong conviction of what I think will happen in the upcoming months during Q1 of 2024, because we know that we have been going on a massive run the past few months, and I think that is for a big part obviously due to the chart simply looking bullish, but also due to the ETF news that will be released before the 11th of January, in which the SEC will need to make the decision before the 11th of January. Now, I think many people have been anticipating an approval of the ETF, and we can see that over here during this final run towards the upside, okay? So I think we are looking at some kind of a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of classic event. Now, does that mean that the top is currently already in for the Bitcoin price? Well, I think there's two things that can happen. Either the ETF gets approved or the ETF gets delayed. Now, if the ETF gets approved, then I think we will see an exit pump to take out this buy side liquidity above 48.2k, which is a very important liquidity target. Now, why is that? Because above this 48.2k level mark, we have this supply area over here on the daily time frame. So if we zoom in, we can see the supply area, which was also the previous range high. And in that case, this 48.2k level will act as an inducement for this supply area over here. So if the ETF gets approved, I think we will see an exit pump. Now, why do I think we will see another pump if the ETF gets approved? That has to do with the psychology. Because if the ETF gets approved, and we dump straight away, then all of the people that anticipate a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event will make a lot of money because they've been buying the Bitcoin price anticipating that run up, and they will also sell the exact top once the ETF gets released, and they will be shorting the price towards the downside. But those people that anticipate a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of event, if they see the Bitcoin price starts pumping first after the ETF gets approved, they might switch their minds, they might switch their ideas into thinking that the Bitcoin price might pump straight away towards new all-time highs, right? So what will happen is those people, alongside the people that were already thinking that once the ETF gets approved, that Bitcoin will straight away go towards new all-time highs, they will also start buying and longing Bitcoin against crucial resistance into a huge liquidity pool. Now, I think that smart money will absorb that long and buy pressure into that liquidity pool above 48.2k, into that resistance and supply area. That is where smart money will offload their bags and start building swing short positions, in which the retail traders will start buying and FOMOing into Bitcoin and absorbing that long and buy pressure into building their own sell and short positions will be an extremely good opportunity for smart money to be buying back Bitcoin later after the price has seen its midterm crash, okay? That is my current scenario if the ETF gets approved. Then I'm expecting an exit pump of another 5 to 10%. I think we will see some signs of distribution over here. So I'm not really per se expecting a quick wick over here into this liquidity pool and then a dump. No, I think we could see a push into that liquidity pool, and we know that it takes time for smart money to fill their orders over here, so a quick wick isn't enough. Then we fall back into this old range high over here. If we fall back beneath it, then I'm expecting a quick dump. Now, if we dump, if we get that midterm crash and correction that I'm still expecting for the Bitcoin price, what are my support targets? Well, the first massive support target that we definitely have to keep our eyes on is this previous range high area, okay? I've been talking about this range for so many times already the past year, in which this was a range high and this was a range low. We can see the respect of the range high, range low and mid levels. Now, if this is our range high and we have seen a strong breakout above that range high, if we retest the range high of this sideways reaccumulation phase after the bear rally, then there is a decent possibility that the price will hold this range high before it starts its proper bull run towards the upside. And that is definitely something that we have to keep our eyes on for a potential scenario. So my first massive area of support is anywhere in between, let's say, 32.7 all the way towards $31,000. I think that's a massive area of support that Bitcoin needs to hold on to in order to get an early pump towards the upside again and start a proper bull run in 2024. Okay, 32.7 all the way towards $31,000 is a very good area of support to not only accumulate Bitcoin but also accumulate altcoins. Once again, don't expect this to be a perfect retest and then a straight bounce towards the upside into new all-time highs. No, expect choppy price section above this range high, around this range high, maybe even a little bit of a deviation back inside the range, then a reclaim in which this sideways and slow and boring movement where a lot of people get chopped up gives smart money and the whales inside of this market the time to once again accumulate their long and buy positions and also their spot positions on altcoin. Okay, that takes time. A quick wick isn't enough, and often these range high retests aren't as perfect as you expect them to be. Now, this is scenario number one. Scenario number two is that we are going to fall back inside of this range, that we are going to get a retest of this mid-range area where we have a huge liquidity pool for the Bitcoin price. If I'm going to remove these drawings, we can see that we still have these unswept equal lows over here for the Bitcoin price, and that is definitely something that we have to take into account. Now, that is around $24.8 thousand. Around $22,000 over here is where we have a huge unfilled CME gap as well for the Bitcoin price. So if we don't manage to hold on to this range high of the previous accumulation range, in my opinion, we are going to sweep these equal lows and probably also fill at least a part of that CME gap around $22,500 for the Bitcoin price. As usual, in the meantime, now you guys can finally see my coffee machine in the background going to wash itself as usual. But we are going to continue, obviously. Now, that's the second scenario. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to wait and see if Bitcoin is going to hold this range high area. If it does, I will start market entering my brand new spot positions on Bitcoin and altcoins, in which, like I said, I accumulated all of my bags over here and over here. Now, I have taken significant amount of profits on my spot positions. I'm still about 45% right now USDT and 55% into spot. If we get the ETF approval and the exit pump, I will look to take another 10 to 20% profit on my spot positions and reserve a big amount of USDT to buy back either around this range high area or around this range high area and around these equal lows. Or maybe if I don't see any signs of strength, if I don't see the price holding that range high area of the previous accumulation range, then I will wait with my USDT until we sweep these equal lows, and then I will go all in on spot on Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins below $24.8 thousand. Okay, then I won't be too greedy over here. I don't care about 10% difference. I will just go all in on my spot positions on Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins, because guys, I don't expect new cycle lows. Okay, so that's the plan. Wait for either an ETF approval, an exit pump to buy, to short and sell there, If we get an ETF delay, we will probably see some kind of a black swan event. I think that's possible, in which we see a harsh dump straight after the news gets released. Look to reaccumulate your spot and buy positions around 32.7 or below $24.8 thousand. Now, only buy around the range high if you see signs of strength and if you see that the price is holding the area as support. Otherwise, wait for the sweep of 24.8 and go all in on spot. Guys, obviously no financial advice. This is my current plan for Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins. Now, if you haven't bought spot at the bottom, follow this plan. Don't FOMO into spot and buy positions at resistance after you've seen such a significant pump of 150% on the Bitcoin price. Be patient. There are always better opportunities around the corner. There's this saying, buy when red, sell when green. When you see green like this, you don't want to buy, especially not if this green occurs near such strong resistance. Wait for better opportunities. There are always better opportunities around the corner. Wait for the midterm correction. Wait for the midterm crash. If we get it, that's where you engage. And then if you see a lot of fear in the markets, that's when you buy, because you want to buy when others are greedy. You want to sell. No, you want to buy when others are fearful, and you want to sell when others are greedy. All right. So that's two very important lessons that you have to remember if you want to build your own high time frame plan for Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins. Now guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this very first YouTube video with my face. I hope you guys don't mind looking at my face a little bit every now and then. I hope you guys understand my plans for Bitcoin. There's two different scenarios, two high probability scenarios in my opinion. If you guys do have any questions after watching today's YouTube video, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Also guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on Friday's video. Ciao, ciao.